Hello, everyone. It's Melissa Faust from stampwithmelissa.com. Welcome to today's live video. I almost feel like it's been 2 weeks since we've been live because last week things didn't work as planned. We still went live. Everything was all good and fine, but it didn't go as planned. So I'm about a minute late. So hopefully you weren't like, uh-oh, she's having issues again. No, I'm just late. Welcome everybody to today's live. I feel like I'm a little off center, so I'm just going to scooch that a little. Welcome. But we are going to play with the Playful Ghosts bundle, or not bundle, stamp set today. So this is part of my September craft along, September 2024 craft along. So I'm sure several of you are ready to craft along with me. You've got your kits ready. You are all set and ready to go. And if you didn't, that's okay. You can join us to watch, or you can see how you can get the projects for free as a gift from me this week. So hi, Mom. As you join, please say hello. Even if you're watching the replay, please jump on, say hello. And join me. So I got back from Michigan yesterday. I actually took today off of work so I could get so many things done. And I was still a minute late. I'm so sorry. Hi, Lori. Hello, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and get started in just a second here because we're making 5 projects today. Usually with my weekly lives, we do 4. This time we are doing 5 projects, 4 cards in a box. Hi, Joan. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Joan. 2 Joans. Welcome everybody. So we're going to go ahead and get started in just a second, but I did want you to know I made it home safe from Michigan. It was about a 10-hour drive there and like an 8.5-hour drive home. On the way there, we made a couple of stops and there was minimal Chicago traffic. And on the way back, there was absolutely no traffic at all in Chicago, which was funny because people were like, you're crazy for driving to Michigan, whatever. So we went to the middle of Michigan and it was like $800 per person round trip to fly. And I was like, no way we can drive that. For that kind of money, we can drive. And we would have gotten there like at the same time and whatever. So I was like, you know what? It's all good. So anyway, but then everyone was like, you're nuts because Chicago traffic. And it was fine. So yeah. Hi, Mario. Hi, Alicia. We did have a lot of fun, Lori. It was such a busy time. Like so busy. I was so tired. I think on Friday night, which was the day we had the 10-hour drive, I'm pretty sure I went to bed at like 10 Eastern, which is 9 Pacific. And that's the earliest I've gone to bed in like years. Hi, Marva. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip my screen down here. We can do some chatting and things while we craft because we've got some fussy cutting to do today. I'm so sorry if you're not a fan of that, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So we've got the Playful Ghost stamp set here. Now, this is part of the online exclusive, so you're not going to find it in a catalog. You're going to find it in my online store. If you go to shop.stampwithmelissa.com, type in Playful Ghost, and you're going to find it. It is so super cute, but no dies. So we are going to have to fussy cut, which is why I'm like, all right, we better get started. You can see we are using every single every single stamp, not die, every single stamp today with our projects. So I am going to show them to you. Now, this is part of my September craft along as well. So this one's a fun fold. So that kind of slides off the belly band. So several of you are actually crafting. Oh, whoa, grab 2 at a time. Crafting along. This one's my favorite. Crafting along with me tonight. And I am so excited for that. Here is this card. These are going to be so super fun for Halloween. And then we've got this one here. Now, if you this is the box we're going to make. And if you registered for the craft along, I totally forgot to give you Velcro dots. So if you don't have any, that's okay. I'm actually going to make my project tonight without them so you can see how that would look. Okay. But you can see, maybe if I hold it to the side, you can see it actually lifts up with a little shelf in here. Now I took the candy out, but it's kind of hard to tell in the lighting. There's a little shelf here. Hold on. There you go. There's a little shelf in there. So you can kind of glue some candy here. And so it's called a lift and reveal box. Isn't that so fun? I think it's going to be just so incredible. So we are going to make these together tonight. Now, hi, Debbie. Thanks, Sherry. If you did not order the craft along, do not fret. If you're like, oh my gosh, I kind of forgot about Halloween. I want to make these projects, but I don't have to cut all the things. I got you covered. if you place, here, let me switch this before I forget. If you place an order in my online store this week by the end of the day, this Friday, September 27th, I will send you the kits for these for free. So you can make them, and I'll ship them out next week so you can have them with plenty of time for Halloween. So a $45 order before tax and shipping is going to get you the supplies, the project kits, to make one of each of the cards and the box. So you're going to get those 5 project kits. If your order goes over $60 before tax and shipping, you're also going to get, now pretend I have them here, but you can see this fun DSP I have in 4 of the 5 projects. You're going to get a 6x6 sheet of each of those so that you can make these projects at home. And you are also going to get a full pack of these smoky slate and basic gray pearls that we're using on the projects. Now you're also going to want to have this Baker's Twine Essentials pack, but in order for me to include this for free, I would have had to make your order like so expensive. So just add this to your order. Okay. All right. So we are going to make these. By the way, make sure you use my current host code, which you can see on the screen right here. You don't need to memorize that. It is linked in the description of this video, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. So just click that link, head over to my online store, buy whatever you want. Clearance rack was refreshed this morning. We've got a new mini catalog. We've got the awesome online exclusives like this set and the potions and spells for Halloween. We've got new scrapbooking kits, all of those really, really awesome items. Mario, I just mentioned the new clearance items. Did you have a question about them? I know the colors are so cool, and I love this DSP. This is the new Halloween Spells DSP. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I am treating us a little kindly. For our first card, we have no fussy cutting on the first one. So for this card, you have a basic black card base. Now, if you are doing the craft along, I did mention I was going to cut my DSP beforehand. So hopefully you have yours cut as well. Also for the box, I did go ahead and cut it down to size. You have that layout in your PDF. For my team, my Incredibles Crafters team, you will get access to this PDF for free as well, just like you do every single week. So look forward to that. But for this guy here, we've got the black and white striped DSP. There's the other side, super fun. This paper actually does coordinate with the Potions and Spells bundle as well, but it doesn't have to, as you'll see here. So we've got a layer of gorgeous grape. We've got a basic white circle die cut from the Spotlight on Nature dies that we're going to stamp on. We've got a cute little Highland Heather. It's kind of like a ticket stub. This is from the Perennial Postage dies. And then we have got this pumpkin pie circle, and this was die cut from the Unbounded Love dies. So super cute. Did I say pumpkin pie? I think I did. Hello, Nadine. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for sharing, Debbie. I really appreciate that. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with stamping. Now I have got my vampire ghost, my trick or treat, and my bats here, and my tuxedo black memento ink. So we're going to start with our little vampire ghost, and I'm going to stamp him onto this basic white circle. Now we're going kind of like towards the left-ish, just because I have other stuff that's going to kind of cover up a little bit. Okay, then we'll swap for our sentiment here, which is trick or treat. And I am going to pull this so my head can see it. Sorry, let me get that out of the way. Just so my head can see this. My head can see it. My eyes can see it. I stamped our sentiment there, but sorry if my head was in the way. That's what I was trying to say. But you guys, I'm telling you, my brain is a little mushy from this weekend. It was such a fun weekend, and I met so many people. There were 72 people there, and it was insanely awesome, but my brain is still trying to catch up. Lori, I am exactly with you. She said that the black and white stripes remind her of Beetlejuice. I 100% agree. Hi, Edith. Yeah, I so agree. All right, we're going to pull out our messy scrap paper. Hopefully you're doing well with your September challenge. And I've got that fun little cloud stamp and our gorgeous grape ink pad. We've got our gorgeous grape layer, and we're just going to make a little background here. Now, this is super fun. Now, even if you're not into Halloween, or if you're like, how can I keep using this set after Halloween? These clouds look like the Toy Story clouds. Just saying. You can make some fun cards like that. All right, so let's stamp these all over. And yeah, so the event I was at, we actually had several make and takes. I want to say, I might be wrong, but I almost want to say there were like 7 different classes. You guys, I only did one. I only finished one of the classes. I was too busy chatting, and yeah, I'm not very good. I'll say this about any event. I asked this question, I think it was last week or the week before. I'm going to color in our vampire ghost here now with basic black, Highland Heather, and Pebbled Path blends, just so you know. But hi, Milada. Okay, so I asked this on my Facebook page if you like to craft with people or if you kind of like to craft alone. And here's the thing. I enjoy being with crafty people. Does this I'm trying to figure out like the best way to phrase this. I enjoy being with crafty people. However, I get absolutely no crafting done because I just spend it chatting the whole time. And so I prefer actually to craft alone. Like if I'm actually creating kind of alone, I mean, it's kind of weird even with these live videos, like I'm alone in my craft room, but you're all here and you're all commenting. But just imagine if we were all together. Oh my gosh, you guys, we'd get nothing done because I just like to chat too much. Debbie, we were in, I know you said you're from Southwest Michigan. We were in, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Okemos. So right outside of Lansing, we were there. So yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I just am not good at, I'm not, I'll admit it. I am not good at crafting. Whoops. Crafting and yeah, like with a big group of people. Even for on stage last March, they had like a crafting night and I registered for it because I knew I could get my hands on a bundle early. But I was like, there's no way I'm going to actually create. There's no way I'm actually going to be able to make anything during that time. And guess what? I didn't. All right, so I colored in the cape with our basic black blends, and then I colored in the inside of the cape with dark Highland Heather and his little ear with light Highland Heather. So now I'm coloring in the actual vampire with Pebbled Path blends because I wanted him to look a little bit different. Now you could use like basic black or Pebbled Path, either one. You could use like the light version on the vampire and the dark version on the cape. But I wanted it to look just a little bit different. And then I didn't color in his face at all, which you totally could. But I did not. And I think he still turned out kind of cute. He's a cute little ghosty. Cute little ghosty. And then we don't have to fussy cut him out. All right. You talk way too much and stay late. Yeah, I can understand the struggle. Oh, Joan says she agrees too because there's too much going on. I know. And there's like, I'm going to tell you, I did know a few people. Like I said, there were 72 people there. I knew a few people going into it, but I maybe at most like, dare I even say like only 5 people when I went to this event. But I can tell you, I probably talked to at least 75% of the people there. It was incredible. So, and a ton of fun. So, all right, I adhered my DSP to our card base with some seal. And then I am going to adhere this gorgeous grape layer with dimensionals, of course. I actually packed extra dimensionals for the stamping there, which I thought as I packed them, I was like, this is so funny. You're not actually going to craft. And then I was like, no, you should try and craft while you're there. And then I didn't. So, you know, I should just listen to myself, but it's all good. All right, our basic white circle, we are going to add some dimensionals to the back. And adhere this down. I have something sticky here. Hold on, don't mind me. That's like when your mom would like do that and like fix, I don't know, your eyebrows, whatever. That's probably not actually it, but you know. What did I demo there? I actually demoed one of our, so I did a speech, a presentation on sales for, it was a demo event, so all demonstrators. Okay, real quick for this pumpkin pie piece, I'm adding a dimensional on the right hand side and leaving the left hand side blank because that's going to be flat with our circle here. Okay. So I talked about that. And so that was about, I'm going to say like 45 minutes or so of a demonstration, but then I got to do a creative presentation on Sunday. And I showed how to make the box that we're making for October Club. So I kind of have to keep it a little secret for my club members. But it is really, really cool. Oh, you start work at 5, so the day after card class hurts. But aren't you like so pumped up on adrenaline because you just had fun with your besties? All right, I double stacked some dimensionals here, and then we're going to put down our trick or treat. Our little sentiment there. And then we're going to grab our twine. Now the twine is really awesome. You can see I have lots of it in here. I actually have 6 rolls in here, but it comes with 5. So 5 different colors. So we're going to grab the gray one, which I believe is gray granite. And we're going to find the end and tie a little bow. All right. We just have to make it a little less curly, you know. So, all right, tie that bow and get it, you know, fix it. One of the ladies at the event, actually, I tied a bow and she was like, wait, how did you just do that so fast? And I was like, I don't know, I just tied it. And she was like, no, wait, do it again. So I had to show her how I tie bows. But yeah, usually I'll leave stuff on the spool and adjust it. Look, it's so curly, it looks kind of funny. Okay, so then we're going to stick the knot on the dot and pinch that to grab it, and then that's going to go down here on the left just like that. And it's still kind of curly, so you know, sometimes how the bow will like wrap around itself, so just kind of finagle with it, and with the glue dot you can help to tell it where you want it to go. So all right, we are going to use these basic gray pearls. Then I'm going to add one big one and one little one right there, and that is card number 1. Look at that. Isn't it so cute? I love this card. I think it's so stinking cute, and definitely Beetlejuice vibes. All right, let's go to card number 2. This one is our fun fold. So this one, this has a belly band that slides off, and then you can see it opens like, you can kind of see how that folds. So it's going to open like this, and you're going to decorate the inside before you send it. Okay. So it's kind of fun. We've got it like that. So let me just leave those pieces and let's take a look at this card base. So this one, we've got a really tall pack. If you ordered that craft along, you're probably like, oh my gosh, why is that so tall? Now here's the thing. I did not want to score your belly band for you, so I left the card base the full size as well, so that this didn't bend for you. Okay. And that's why you got a taller pack for this month. I got to find some better bags to store it in, but that's coming. All right. So we've got a basic black base here that is scored for you. You've got a basic black strip here for your belly band. We've got a scrap of basic white for our stamping and fussy cutting. We've got some DSP. So I've got 2 star patterns. And 2, I know I love the paper too. We've got 2, this colorful stripe pattern is one of my favorites. I love it. I think it's so stinking cute. And then we've got a peach pie circle that was die cut from the Stylish Shapes dies. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with stamping because it's always the best place to start. I've got my Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. And we've got our cute little ghost that's popping out of the pumpkin. How cute is he? So we're going to stamp one of those. This is where we start fussy cutting, you guys. And for those of you who are like me and you're not a big fan of fussy cutting, I'm so sorry. We've got a little pumpkin and another little pumpkin. So we're going to stamp 2 of those. And then we've got this little Happy Halloween. Now you can see you have a lot of extra white left over. I'm stamping this upside down. I don't know why I did that, but it's fine. You're going to have a lot of extra white left over. So if you wanted to, you could save some for other projects, like instead of using your white on some of the other projects, but totally up to you. But yeah, you have lots of white. So in case you want to add more pumpkins, maybe you really love fussy cutting. I don't know why, but you can. So, hey, Michelle. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Lene. You'll fussy cut for me anytime. Great. I'm going to take you up on that. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So I've got my peach pie blends here. So I am actually using the peach pie to color the inside of the jack-o'-lantern. For this class, I didn't want to add a yellow to add a 6th color of blend. So I did just go with the light peach pie. But you could add yellow on there as well. So we've got that. And what I'm going to do actually is then we've got these 2 sets of pumpkins. On one of the sets, hi, Vicky, we are going to color the large pumpkin with the light pumpkin pie. Now, you know how pumpkins, they're generally all, a similar shade. but sometimes they vary in what color orange they are. And so I have peach pie, and then we're going to use pumpkin pie in a little bit. And I wanted them, now we've got dark peach pie, and we're going to do the small pumpkin on this other one. I wanted them to all look like slightly different. So that's kind of what we're going for here. Okay, then we've got our pumpkin pie, and we're going to use our pumpkin pie to color in this large pumpkin, right? The one that our ghost is popping out of. And just a little shading. Okay, Lene, if only you lived closer, you could absolutely fussy cut these for me. Hey, Laura, welcome. All right, then we've got our light pumpkin pie to color in the rest of this pumpkin. I don't know, you can't not use pumpkin pie for your pumpkins. I know we use a little bit of peach pie too, but I think it's just like a requirement. I don't know, I don't make the rules. All right, so color in here. Whoop. It's such a cute jack-o'-lantern too, because he's so happy. He's even got the little like dimples or whatever around the mouth. And I'm telling you, you guys, maybe I should carve my pumpkin this year to look like it. Look like this one. That would be an easy cut, don't you think? Are you guys good at carving pumpkins? Like, you see all those intricate designs sometimes, and I am just amazed by it. Okay, so I'm going to use dark pumpkin pie then here on this pumpkin. Nope, this is light pumpkin pie. So let's go up here. Just pretend like I did that correct. But anyway, you know, you see all those intricate designs and all those little cuts, and oh my gosh, those people just absolutely amaze me. I cannot do that. I definitely draw it out with a Sharpie first and then still mess it up. And yeah, it's not great. Maybe that's like my fussy cutting skills. So maybe those of you who like fussy cutting and are good at it, maybe you're great at carving pumpkins. All right, that was my dark pumpkin pie. I forgot to color the top of the pumpkin here. So let's go up here and color that in with pumpkin pie as well. And beautiful. Oh, and then we're going to do his little tongue in a light pumpkin pie just for kicks. All right, then we're just going to take, I'm going to grab my light pebbled path and just color in, I don't know, a couple of the stems. Maybe like that. Actually, yeah, this is light. So then I'm going to do this leaf here as well. And then we're going to use the dark pebbled path to do the rest of the stems and the other leaf. Just again, for a little bit of variety here. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to try to carefully use my trimmer to cut out this Happy Halloween. Now, again, for you fussy cutters, just go ahead and fussy cut that out, you know. But for me, no way. You're amazed by the intricate pumpkins too. I know, people are just so talented. Okay, I'm just gonna trim that out. I was cutting earlier and I got lots of like little black fuzzies all over, so I'm gonna be like vacuuming later. Which is funny because it's not, I think the pack of basic black that I opened, it's newer, it's a little bit softer than normal, and so it's got lots of fuzzies. Okay, all right, I definitely trimmed that a little skinnier than our sample, but that's all good. And then we're gonna just, you know, make that, the rest of that like pretty, and cut a little slant, a diagonal edge and all that. But now it's time, you guys. The moment we've been waiting for. It's time to fussy cut. Okay, we can do it. All right, so we've got 2 pumpkins and a ghost. Let's do it. Are you ready? You're alive. Well, that's good, Maria. I love to hear that. That is a fun attitude. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's do our best. You know, your best is enough. I always say it's handmade, so if it's a little wonky, it's okay. Right? So, all right, we're just going to go around that stem. You can see I'm trying that. One of the tips I always get told is move the paper and not your snips. Well, sometimes I think that that's easier said than done, but I do try my best. And I do think I'm getting a little bit better at fussy cutting. If you remember, I don't even know what month, but one of the months I decided to challenge myself and to do more of something that I don't love, because the effect of this is really cool once it's done, right? Because there's no dies for this set. And so I do like the look of things when they're cut out. It's just I'm not always the best at cutting them out, but I do think I'm getting a little bit better, or maybe just a little bit more confident. Okay, so let's wrap around here. And yeah, this is all, it's fun, right? It's fun. It's fun. Okay, so go around this edge. See, and sometimes I try to just move the paper, but my margins, they just, I obviously am not doing it right because, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, but we have lots of fussy cutting to do, so we're going to be brave and we're going to try something new. And, oh my gosh, you guys, it's like the trifecta. You have to color, fussy cut, and tie bows with this month's craft along. I am pushing probably most of you out of your comfort zone with at least one of those things, right? Right. Okay. So wrap that around. Wow, not too bad. We've got more cards to go, so we'll see what happens. Actually, I think that the hardest one to fussy cut is the flying ghost, and we have to do that one twice. So thanks, Debbie, for the encouragement, and Marva, I'm right there with you. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to move all these pieces out of the way. We've got our card base here. Now, because of all the fun folds in this, it actually looks a little bit bigger than normal. This is 5.5 by 11. So what we're going to do is we've got, let me hold this in the light so you can hopefully see. We've got 2 score lines here, and they're at the same exact place on the other side. So the middle ones we're going to fold in. Okay, and then the outside ones we're going to fold back. Does that make sense? So once it's all closed, it's going to be your standard card front of 4 1/4 by 5.5. But it's got some of these fun folds in here. So I don't even know what this kind of card is called. Not the best with fun fold names, you know, but look at that. So it's kind of like fun. See that? And that's why it's called a fun fold, because Melissa just keeps saying that it's fun. So that's that. All right, let's go ahead and adhere on our DSP. So I've got my bigger pieces here. These are the star patterns. And we are going to adhere these. So these are going to go on the front, but on the bigger flap. So I'm going to bend this back and adhere that. Same thing, other side. Okay. And then, so that helps you to be able to see where we're going. A tuxedo card. I've never heard it called that, Joan, but I think it could be. It does kind of look like a tuxedo, doesn't it? So sure, we can go with that. A ghost tuxedo though, right? I don't know. All right, we're going to adhere these colorful stripes, my favorite pattern, to these outside flaps then. Actually, look at that. The way I cut these can stretch straight across. How cute is that? That's so fun. It's so continuity. Continuous, that's the word. Anyway, where this one, I cut my DSP different. So no matter what, it wouldn't line up perfectly. But this one, it worked. So, okay. So then what we're going to do is grab, I think I just adhered this one flat. Yeah, I did. So we're going to take this piece here of our belly band, and I'm going to hold this card flat, and I'm just going to stick my belly band down. Now I'm going to leave, I don't know, a little space here, and that's mostly so you can see it, but I am just going to fold this around. Now I'm not going to be super duper tight with it, because you want this to slide on and off your card easily, but you don't want it to be like too easy, because then if you stand your card up, it's just going to like fall off, right? Okay, so then what I'm going to do, you can see this right here, because I have that piece that ends right there. I'm just going to take my fingers and hold, and so we're going to go add some seal right there. So when we fold this, it's going to be stuck down like that. And there's our belly band. So I actually do my seam in the front, because now we're going to cover it with this circle. So when you flip it over on the back, it's just continuous, or continuity, as I just said. So we're going to use these front flaps as our guide here, just to run some seal. Now the circle is large enough, so it's going to cover that, and I'm going to center the circle. Okay. And then we are going to, I'm actually going to add my ghost first so that I can make sure that the pumpkins behind it are seen pretty well. So add some dimensionals to the back of that ghost. Stick him down in the center. He's so cute. And then we can add some, whoops, my seal keeps like rolling back on itself. There we go. Add some seal to the back of our pumpkins. Go ahead and add these. Now these ones I'm going to put up a little bit because our sentiment is going to come cover a little. And then those we're going to tuck. So it's kind of like he's in a pumpkin patch. Oh, we need our mat, our craft mat for this. So you can see from my sample to this one, you can kind of choose how wide you want your sentiment to be. So this one is pretty thin. Hi, Nancy. It's pretty thin. So we're just going to tuck it under here like this. So you can still see all the sentiments, but I'm having the edge of it tucked under that cute little ghost. Oh my gosh, so stinking cute. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, then we're going to grab our white twine. And lots of other twine with it. Grab your white twine. We're going to tie a bow with that. And, oh, so cute. The white twine is so nice. So actually, I think it's the white twine and the black twine. I don't remember the exact measurements. It might tell me. No, it doesn't. It just says 35 yards total. The white and the black, you get, I want to say 10 yards of each. And then the vanilla, the crumb cake, and the gray granite, you get 5 yards of each, I believe. So, and somebody can correct me if I was wrong on that. I know at least the white one you get more, but I'm pretty sure it's the black one you get more of too, because you just are going to use it a lot. And the white one is nice too, because you could color that with blends to make it any color you wanted. So there's that. And then we're going to finish off with some smoky slate pearls. And I'm going to grab one big one. So while our belly band is on, I'm going to stick these down, and we're going to make sure that we don't cover, you can stick them on the belly band, but don't stick it like half on the belly band, half on the card, because you want that belly band to be able to slide off. Okay. Just like that. And that is card number 2. How stinking cute. I love this one. No, now you have to tell me, do you like it where the stripes are mismatched or where they're continuous? I actually think I like the mismatched. Very unlike me, but I think I do. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. I just think that's my pick. So, all right, here is our third card. This one has got to be my favorite, you guys. It's so cute. It's so cute. So let's take a look at the card kit for this one. Now we've got a basic black card base. We've got a basic black layer. You like the mismatch too. Oh, it's the great pumpkin for sure. We've got 3 pieces of the DSP here. So pumpkin pie, pool party, and granny apple green. We've got a Highland Heather circle die cut from the Spotlight on Nature dies. We've got a basic white piece for stamping. And actually, you know what? I'm going to use this piece from card number 2 and save this one for later. And then you're going to have this cute little basic beige moon. So this one, I have to remember, I want to say this is the 3rd largest die, and then it's the 2nd largest die to create the little divot in there. So super duper fun. I thought that was just a really cool touch. So let's go ahead and stamp. We've got Tuxedo Black Memento ink. I have got my ghost. Now this is the one, the flying ghost. This is the one I said is probably the hardest to fussy cut. Sorry. But he's cute. So, and he's the one that fits with the moon. So, all right, we've got that stamped, and then I'm going to just stamp our Happy Halloween sentiment again. And you can't go wrong with too many Happy Halloween cards with this, right? All right, so we've got those. So just for a second, we're going to scoot that off to the side. We're going to bring in that messy scrap paper again, our Highland Heather circle, and our cloud. Now, in the first card, we stamped the cloud with Gorgeous Grape ink onto Gorgeous Grape cardstock. This time, we're going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape ink onto Highland Heather cardstock. And just a couple of them, because of course our ghost is flying past the moon, right? So we need a couple of clouds so that we can levitate, opposite of grounding, because usually, you know, you want to ground your images. So this time we're going to make them float. We're going to levitate them. So, all right, we've got all that done. Let's go ahead and color. We are going to go, let's go basic black for our cape. So I've got dark basic black here. Just to scribble in a little bit around that cape. So cute. Are you guys ready for Halloween? I have like one decoration up that I got this year, so of course I just wanted to put it out, you know, because you just get so excited. But I would argue that it's maybe more of a Halloween decoration, but it is kind of fallish, so it works to be out this early. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, so I've got one out already, but I think that this weekend we're decorating for Halloween. So, okay, so I've got Highland Heather here. I'm going to start with the brim of the hat in the dark Highland Heather, and then I'm just going to go every other stripe after that with this dark Highland Heather. Oops, I just did the wrong stripe. Psh, pretend that I didn't. It's okay because they're blends and they, you know, they're the same color, just different shades, so it all looks fine in the end. Anyway. All right, so we've got that, and then we're going to color in the top of the hat with the light Highland Heather and go down. I'm just not going to do the stripe with the belt buckle because I'm going to do that in Peach Pie. So let's grab Peach Pie. We've got light Peach Pie, which we are going to use for this little, I don't know, that stripe with the belt, with the buckle. And then we're going to use dark for our little patch. This is Peach Pie. You could use Pumpkin Pie as well. And then the little buckle. And then we're going to use Pebbled Path for the broom. So I'm going to color the broom bristles in dark. Now there's the little like tie thing to hold the bristles together. I'm going to color that in the light. So I'm just going to leave a little gap there. Okay, that was with dark Pebbled Path. And then we've got light Pebbled Path for the rest of the broom. And it's super skinny, so we have to focus. Hocus focus, that's what I like to say. Okay, so we've got that all done. We can go ahead and trim out our sentiment here. Again, if you're good at fussy cutting, if you enjoy fussy cutting, go ahead and just trim that out. I am going to cut this with my trimmer. All right, so there's that. And that. Now I lined up the edge of my letters here, the H on Halloween and the N on Halloween. I lined those up with the 1/4 inch mark and then chopped the sides off. So we have that equal margin on either side. Now we can cut our ghost out. Are you ready for this? I'm going to read Michelle's comment, then I will. Michelle, you just stumbled on this video. Well, welcome. We are live, so you're here. You're using your retired stamp sets. Hey, that's okay. I think Halloween cards are so much fun. So send them out. They just bring a smile, you know. You're so welcome, Michelle. Okay, we have to fussy cut this guy out. And this one, yeah, he's difficult. Oh, I forgot part of the cape. See up there? I forgot that part of the cape. We'll color that in a minute. Okay, so you guys, I know a lot of people who don't celebrate Halloween. And that's okay. But for those of you who do, just send a fun little Halloween card. I don't think anybody would get mad if they got a Halloween card in the mail, just saying. And if you need somebody to send them to, well, hi. And also Alicia, who is on this video, and she's also on my team. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm not even joking when I say she is the queen of Halloween. And yeah, I'm sure she'd love to see your Halloween cards. Even if you're not sending them to her, you can post them in my Facebook group. And oh my gosh, she would just probably die seeing Halloween cards every day. Lisa, there. Lisa would love your cards. Yeah. So there you go. If you have Halloween cards and you're like, shoot, I don't have anybody to send this to, let me know. I'm sure I can find you somebody. We went to an event, and I've already bragged about Alicia before, so you maybe have heard this, but we went to an event in August for demonstrators, and Alicia actually did a display board with a whole bunch of Halloween ideas, and it was so incredible. And she was like, I'm going to just out you, Alicia. She was a little nervous. But oh my gosh, it was so cool for me because so many people came up to her and they were like, oh, you were the lady who did that board. I love that board. Oh my gosh, how did you do this? That was so cool. And I was like, this is awesome. So I think that that's pretty awesome. So I'm really excited to make Halloween cards because it's just, yeah, they are really fun to make. Marva, you took the words right out of my mouth. All right, on these DSP strips here, you can see I'm tearing the edges a little bit. So this one on my sample card, I have them going a little bit the opposite way. So we're going to try it this way. So for pumpkin pie, that's going down first. So I have it kind of sloping to the left. You were a lot nervous. You did a great job. Pool party, I am going to slope to the right. Now, you can see I've got my left thumb right here and my pointer finger on the bottom, holding so that it doesn't rip too far. But I love that this is a white center. So you can see that white edge here. It is so, so pretty. So you can kind of help control where it's ripping. And then we've got our granny apple green piece here. And because, so now I switched. So now it's my right thumb because of the way I want this to slope. It was just easier for me, but I am tearing the piece I don't want. I am tearing up because that is revealing that white center underneath. And I really like the look of that. So let's add some seal to the back of all of these. And then we're going to layer these onto this basic black piece. I'm going to put down the largest layer first. Okay, and it's not even necessarily going to go all the way down to the bottom. You could put it all the way down to the bottom, but we've got that granny apple green piece that will cover there, so it's going to be okay. So I'm going to raise mine a little bit, and that's totally personal preference. You can kind of decide how you want these to layer. So you can see I've got what, 3/4 of an inch-ish down here, so I'm going to kind of split the difference a little bit with this pool party piece. And then we've got our granny apple green. That's kind of a straight across cut with the granny apple green, but that's all right. And that's going to go on the bottom. Just like that. So fun. Add some seal to the back of this layer. Add that to our card front here. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Close this guy up. Let's burnish this with our bone folder. Okay. Then we're going to take our Highland Heather circle, add some dimensionals. Of course, we need dimensionals. All right. And then this is going to go up, but centered horizontally. So we're going to come up here like this. Okay. I think that moon we just put down flat. I believe I did that on our original card. So that's going to come over here. I'm going to pull it in a little bit so it doesn't completely cover this cloud on the left. So stick that there. Then we're going to take our ghost and add some dimensionals to the back because I wanted him to pop out from the moon so it doesn't look like he's flying like on top of the moon, you know, he's kind of in front of the moon. So he's going to come like maybe there. Cute. Now before we add our sentiment, let's grab our vanilla twine and I'm just going to straighten that out a little bit. And I'm going to cut 12 inches. That's a total guess. We might trim it down a little. And right here where that pool party piece is ripped, where it meets that Highland Heather circle, I'm just going to add a little bit of seal. And we are going to faux bow this. We're going to make a double faux bow. All right, I've got those ends lined up here. I'm going to hold those in my left hand. Grab that loop in my right hand. Stick this down onto that seal or exposed adhesive. And I'm just going to use my fingers to loop this around. So we're going to go like this, and we're just sticking it to the seal to hold it. Okay. So actually I want to redo that, see, because my tail was a little shorter than I wanted it to be. It was shorter than the bows. That's okay. You can just keep going, and then we're going to just wrap and wrap like that. So cute. All right. Then we're going to take one dimensional here, and I'm just going to stick this on this right-hand side. Okay, peel off the backing, and then we're going to add some seal to the back of this Happy Halloween piece over to the right-hand side so it can lay down flat on our Highland Heather circle. Stick that down so it's flush, flat across, and then we're going to embellish with some smoky slate pearls. So we're going to use one big one right there, and one little one right there. Isn't that cute? So this is card number 3, my absolute favorite. I love this card a lot. All right, quick drink. Let's go to card number 4, which is super duper fun, and we've got some blending to do. So this one is really fun. We've got that simple little boo sentiment. We've got to stamp and fussy cut that ghost again, so I hope you don't mind. But that's the last thing we have to fussy cut, okay? Okay. All right, so we have got in this card base, we've got a basic black card base. By the way, did you notice all of the cards have basic black? I want to just let you all know I'm very proud I did not run out this time. I think I ordered, between this and the mystery craft box, I think I ordered like 10 packs of basic black cardstock. We've got a basic black layer. This is embossed with the swirly embossing folder. I think it's called So Swirly because it really is so swirly. We've got a basic white piece that's not going to be basic white for long. We are going to blend our little sky on there. We've got a piece of basic white for stamping and fussy cutting. And we've got this tree here, this tree die. This is from the Frosted Forest die set. We used this set a few weeks ago. So we brought that back just for some fun little silhouetting here. So let's go ahead and start. I think we're going to start with stamping because, yeah, then we'll go to blending. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me roll up my sleeves a little because it's going to get messy in here in a little bit. So we've got this fun flying ghost. Now, I thought he was perfect for this set or for this card because, you know, he's flying away from those trees. So we are going to stamp him, and then we're going to stamp our sentiment that says boo. So cute. So I'm going to leave some margin at the bottom so that we can leave kind of a wide space along the bottom. And we are going to stamp those two bat stamps onto our blended piece when that's done, but we're going to wait till after it's blended. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to color this, and let's see. I want to make it maybe a little bit different than the last one. So I've got my dark basic black blend. We're going to do that little stripey with the belt or the buckle on it. I don't know why I keep calling it a belt. The one with the buckle on it, we're going to do that across. Then let's grab Highland Heather, and we are going to use our dark Highland Heather. Start with our cape. We're going to have a purple cape for this one. And we're going to do the brim of the hat with dark and the patch on the hat with dark. Okay. All right, then we can color in the rest of our cape with our light Highland Heather. And I like to color in circles to help blend that color. It helps to make our dark blend a little bit lighter and to blend it in with the light blend. Oh my gosh, I forgot to color the cape on that last one. Don't worry, I remembered this time. Hold on, we have to bring in, hold on, I said I would remember. This is card number 3. Remember when I was like, oh yeah, I'll color that. I totally forgot. So right here on our cape, don't forget that little itty bitty space. Okay, we got it. All right, so we've got that colored in. Then let's use our light Highland Heather to do the stripes on the hat. Okay, so we're going to do every other. And perfect. And then we're going to use, let's use pumpkin pie this time. You could use either pumpkin or peach. I'm going to use dark for our buckle, and then we'll use light for the stripes on the rest of the hat. So cute. And the little tongue, because of course he can have an orange tongue. It's a ghost. He just had an orange sucker, right? And a lollipop. All right, then we've got our broom. And now this time we're still going to color this with Pebbled Path, but I'm going to do it the opposite of the last one. So the broom stick and that little, like, you know, the twine or whatever that holds all the bristles together, those I'm going to do in dark. And I'm going to do the actual, like, broom, the sweepy part, in light. The bristles. Oh my gosh. I just had called them bristles and then I forgot what their name was for a brief moment. Okay, so we've got that colored. Now before we fussy cut that out, we'll cut out our sentiment here. And again, I'm going to just use my trimmer, and then maybe we'll line up at 1/2 inch. No, maybe we could even do 3/4 of an inch on the side. So I'm lining up that edge of the B here with the 3/4 of an inch mark, and then just using my trimmer to chop that. And that's how I'm getting that equal spacing on both sides. So there we go. Now we can fussy cut out this ghost. And okay, we did it last time and I think it went pretty okay. So let's just try to do it again. All right, so while I fussy cut out this ghost, I did just want to remind you that the Reindeer Days Christmas series, I know we're doing Halloween and I'm switching to Christmas, so bear with me. But the Reindeer Days Christmas series is starting so soon. So we start in October, and it is, okay, hold on. I'm trying to picture the calendar in my head. I want to say October 12th, that's Saturday. October 12th. That is our very first day of Christmas series. It's going to run for 10 weeks. So you want to make sure you're on my email newsletter so that you can get those exclusive project sheets every single week for 10 weeks. Now, yes, I said exclusive. They're not going to be on my blog. They're not going to be on social media. None of that. You have to be on my email newsletter to get access to those. So you can do that by going to newsletter.stampwithmelissa.com. 1L, 2 S's on my name, and make sure you're signed up and on that list. Okay. It's totally free. But that is where those are going. Now, if you would like to stamp along each week, I am offering a pre-cut project kit for all 12 projects. Yes, 10 weeks, 12 projects. That's because I am working with my friends Heidi Collins and Deborah Harrison on this kit. So we've each designed 4 projects for you. And it's going to be a blast. So the very first week, you're actually going to get 3 projects. And every week after, you're going to get 1 all the way leading up through December 14th. So it is going to be so much fun. You are welcome to, obviously create those projects. But if you would like that pre-done kit for you, that closes on Monday, September 30th. So don't wait on it. Join in. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss out on it. I'm going to start blending this real quick. This is my brief intermission. We're going to start with our gorgeous grape and just blend these with our blending brushes. So this is my purple blending brush. But so Reindeer Days Christmas series, you are not going to want to miss out on it. Last year, I think I honestly had about, I don't know, a dozen or more people who reached out after the fact and said, oh, I really didn't think I was going to want the kit. I thought I'd be fine cutting all of my own pieces every week. And I really wish I got the kit. Can I please get one? And unfortunately, I don't cut for extras, so I was not able to send any. So I would just highly encourage you, if you're on the fence, make a decision. And I hope you'll join us for it because it's going to be a blast. And by the way, this is a great card to cover your messy scrap paper. So it's going to be so much fun. It's called the Reindeer Days Christmas series. We are featuring the Reindeer Fun bundle from the mini catalog. And then to expand our sentiment options, we are also featuring the Christmas labels set. Now your Christmas labels, the dies, those are actually going to be done for you. I do recommend that you have the bundle though, because you're going to want those labels, trust me. And you could sub out with a different sentiment if you want, but I don't think you're going to want to. So I would highly recommend that. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to flip this so that I don't blend any purple in with my orange. We're going to do pumpkin pie now for the bottom. So if you have any questions, let me know. You can comment them here. Oh, thanks so much. Alicia said last year's Christmas series was awesome. I am so glad you think so. I thought it was really awesome too. And it's just a lot of fun. You get a lot of really cool ideas. There are gifts. And it's kind of like a surprise each week. You could open your packets early, but you're not really sure what it's going to make. And then each week you get that project sheet and you get to create, and it's so much fun. Each week also is cumulative. So if you missed, like, let's say week 3, maybe you're out of town or you're busy or whatever, and you miss week 3, that's okay, because week 4, you'll get information for week 3 week 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. So it works really great. So yeah, if you have questions, let me know, but I hope you'll consider joining us because it's a blast. So, all right, we have got that all colored. Now you can do a lot more. You can blend on more if you want to, but looks pretty good to me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to open my messy scrap paper. Oh my gosh, it's clean over there. That is like too bright. We better make it messy, right? All right, so I've got my dark basic black blend here. We're going to open, hi Rita, open up our brush tip end, and I've got my bone folder, and we're going to speckle. Okay. Now I like to do this way. You could also flick this from your cap, but I find that that can ruin the brush tip a little bit. So I don't choose to do that. I like to just use my bone folder and speckle that all over. It's so much fun. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to add on this fun little tree here. I've got my silicone craft mat out just in case of messes. We're going to use liquid glue. I know, it's so difficult. Anyway, but we're going to use some liquid glue to apply to the back of these trees. You guys can see I'm just kind of being silly with it, running my liquid glue over. And then we're going to line this up with that pumpkin pie bottom. Okay, and it's going to run over the edge a little bit, and that's just okay because we are going to trim that off. So, all right, that is all adhered. Now, you can also use a clear block. I like to do this sometimes with those finer pieces, like those finer cardstock pieces. I like to use a clear block to push those down because I find sometimes if I use my fingers, I end up like skewing them a little bit, and it's not great. All right, let's just trim off that little excess. I have no idea where that went. And now we can go ahead and adhere our card together. So we have got, oh, there it is. I found that little bit. Let's add some seal to the back of our embossed piece. Okay. Lots of adhesive because we want to make sure that textured piece lays down flat. We're going to adhere this onto our card front. Fold and burnish. I'm going to burnish on the back side because we have that embossed folder on the front, so I don't want to squash it. Okay. And I don't think you'd actually squash it. It's just like my own fear. I think it would be fine if you burnished on the front. I just get nervous. All right, add some dimensionals to the back of your sky piece. Peel off all those backings and adhere this. Let's make sure that's opening the right way. Adhere this to the center of your card front. Cute. Oh, we forgot to add the bats. I forgot to add the bats. You were probably saying, Melissa, you forgot to add the bats. Okay, we're going to try to add these even though it's already adhered, okay? So we're going to add a couple of bats in Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Beautiful. That worked. All right, we've got those added. Then we can go ahead and add our ghost with some dimensionals. Right, so fun. He's going to go up here. He's flying away. He just caused his mayhem. Now he's out of the scene. He's leaving. All right, then I've got my black twine here. Let's go ahead. You could do a faux bow with this, but I'm going to just tie a real bow. All right, so just get that to size however you want that. Trim off the bottom here, and then I'm actually going to just add a little bit of seal kind of by the base of the first tree on the left and stick that down right on top of it. And my bow's a little twisted, so we'll just play with that. I didn't really uncurl it very well before I made my bow. So this is going to stick here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dimensional and put it on either side of my bow. Peel off the backings and set that sentiment down. Cute, just like that. And then we are going to finish this one off with some basic gray gems. I'm going to grab one big one and we're going to stick these down at the bottom here and one little one right next to it. So stinking cute. That, my friends, is card number 4. How fun is that one? All right, we've got one project left, which is our box. So let's go ahead and dive into our box here. Now, again, if you did do the craft along, I totally forgot your Velcro dot. So don't fret. If you have Velcro dots, go ahead and add that. Otherwise, you don't need them. Okay. Okay. So this one we're going to make together today. I'm not going to use a Velcro dot because I forgot to include it. So yeah, anyway, so I did go ahead just for a little bit of time saving here because I do have to go to my nephew's football game tonight. I did go ahead and already pre-die cut these. Now, if you already ordered the September craft along in your PDF, it shows you what these should look like. So you can go ahead and I said die cut. I pre-cut these. You can go ahead and make that all good, right? Okay, so we're all good there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my tear and tape, which I forgot to grab out earlier. Hi, Eva. And we are going to use that. Now, I love tear and tape for 3D items. I think it's really awesome. So let's go ahead and assemble our box. So I'm going to add, you see this, this is going to fold in like this. So I've got this little 1/2-inch tabby. We're going to add that tear and tape right there. And I'm going to use my snips just to kind of like, I'm making my snips kind of flat. And, oh, come here. It's not going to want to do this for me today. There we go. To help me peel that off. Oh, number 4 is your favorite. I really love all of the projects this week. Okay, so we've got this score line here. I'm going to fold that in, fold that over. There we go. There's kind of our box put together, right? No worries, John. All right, then we've got these 2 little shorter tabs. We're going to fold those in. Okay, this tab here, I'm going to, actually, let's go this way. This tab here, I know it's kind of hard to see because of the angle. I'm going to add some seal onto it here and fold that in. So it's going to hold those smaller flaps together. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing here with this tab and fold that back. Okay, then you can use your bone folder. Now this one isn't too deep, so you could reach this, but you're just going to use your bone folder to push those down. Okay, all right, then we've got this cute little piece. Now this might be really easy to tell what we're going to do, but we're going to fold up this bottom piece, fold over our side, and stick these down like that. Okay, so the bottom isn't going to be super pretty, but that's okay because it's the bottom. So hopefully nobody will see it, right? All right, so let's peel 2 pieces of tear and tape here and stick those on our flaps, the little 1/2-inch pieces. All righty, and then we're going to peel off the backings. Come here, buddy. We got it. There's one. And, oh, that one came super easy. Did you see that? It was like magic. All right, and then we're going to fold. If you have any exposed tear and tape, just fold it back on itself. We're going to fold these in like so. And now I am going to leave this the bottom because it gives you a little bit of extra support. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add, I'm going to actually add it right here. This is kind of the opening of the box. I'm going to add some seal. Here it is right in front of my eyes. Add some seal onto there and stick our box down like so. Now, if you're adding candy, I would recommend using some glue dots to hold it here, but that's going to fold down like this. So let's go ahead and decorate the outside of our box now. So we've got all this fun starry DSP. We're going to add some seal to the back. Alrighty, and then we're going to put these on the sides of our box. Now, the other thing I'm not doing for this project, but I did do with our sample projects, is I actually rounded the edges of our front flap of our box. Now, that is absolutely something you can do, but Stampin' Up! Doesn't currently have a corner rounding punch. So you might, I wanted to show it to you without it in case you're like, I don't have one, which hopefully someday we will get one. All right, we've got our colorful striped pattern that's going to go on the top here. Okay, and then we've got our little book pattern here. I chose the spines of the book. I thought that was really cute. And that's going to go on our little front flap. And again, you can round the corners if you would like to, just like that. If you have those Velcro dots, you can add those there. And then let's go ahead and stamp on this guy. Now I'm going to grab my messy scrap paper because we're going to stamp those bats and they're going to be a little bit off. off kilter, off our label a little bit. Now I'm going to clean off our Trick or Treat stamp because we stamped that originally in Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and this time we're going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape. So let's start with that. And we're going to stamp it in the center of our label. Now this label is from the Greetings of the Season die set. It's really, really, really pretty. So you really like the spooky background. Oh, I love it. Remember that if you, yes, so Zany Zoo is a retired DSP pack, but if you have that, yes, it does have some really awesome black and white. Okay, so and then we've got our bat, and we're just going to stamp these in the two corners. So cute, so fun. And then this one's super easy because there's no fussy cutting. We are going to add some dimensionals to the back of this guy, like so. Add this to the top of our box. And then we'll grab our black twine again and tie a bow. This time you do want it to be a real bow for sure because it's going to be seen. All right, so let's tie a little bow. Okay, finagle with it so it goes how you want it to. And then we're going to cut off that other edge. And then we are, oh, I made this tail shorter than that one. That's okay. We can fix it when it's on the box. Grab your mini glue dots, stick the knot on the dot. And then we've got this fun little hole here. So the Greetings of the Season dies cuts out those little holes for you. So you can go ahead and stick that. Oh, it's stuck to my finger. Here we go. Stick that right down. Actually, those ends look better now. I don't know. Maybe it was just my eyes playing tricks on me before. And that is super duper fun. We can go ahead and finish up now with some pearls. So we're going to use the Smoky Slate pearls and tip our box to the front here. And I'm going to stick one here. I definitely like it with that corner around it. I think that looks so nice. So, and stick one right there. And that is our box. How fun is that one? Oh my gosh. No, it shouldn't, Debbie. Debbie said, great box. Maybe it should pop up a spider. No. So that is our fun little box. Again, here's the sample. So it has that Velcro dot here and of course those rounded corners. Now again, I know it's in black, so it's a little hard to see, but you can imagine if I hold it like this, you can see that little shelf there. So you can just put your candy right on here and it's going to open right up. So that is it for today. Those are our projects. Let me pull in all of them here. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. If you participated in the September craft along, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support and I hope you had fun with this month's projects. If you did not participate in the craft along, don't forget you can still get these project kits sent to you. So if you place an order in my online store through this Friday, end of the day, September 27th, you can get these as a free gift, free thank you gift from me to make one of each of these. So in order of $45 or more before tax and shipping, we'll get you supplies to make one of each of all 5 projects. In order over $60 before tax and shipping, we'll also get you a 6x6 sheet of each pattern in Halloween Spells DSP, which we used on these projects, and a full pack of the Smoky Slate and Basic Gray pearls, or maybe it's Basic Gray and Smoky Slate, but these pearls. Your order must also use this host code that you can see on the screen here. That's what tells me that you want the class. If you don't use the host code, I just assume you don't want the class. So just so you know that. And you don't have to memorize the host code. Just click the link in the description of this video and it will take you right to my online store where you can get whatever you would like. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. By the way, these will ship if you do that class to go. You will get a PDF and these will ship out early next week. So you'll have them with plenty of time before Halloween is here. All right. Eva, yes, all of September I've been live at 4 p.m. Central Time. So we are just wrapping up here. I got to run to football because it starts in 21 minutes and it takes me about 22 minutes to get there. Oh, well. We had fun. So thanks everyone so much. Just a reminder, next week, October 1st, we are back to our 5 p.m. Central Time live videos, our regular time live at 5. So we will see you then. Otherwise, don't forget to register for the Reindeer Days Christmas series and reach out with any questions. Thanks again for joining me and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.